Did inZOI fall off? Yeah, kinda. During the first couple of weeks, everyone was playing this game. It was everywhere. But since then, the player count has just plummeted. You can go on Steam and look at that. You can see the player count, and it's not great. And also, as a content creator, every time I make a video about inZOI, nobody watches it. And even the people who do see it aren't interacting with it. Typically, my videos get like a 10% like to view ratio. There's some variance there, but that's about the average. But when I make content about inZOI, that is not the case. I get maybe a 5% like to view ratio. Or less. Of course, it's an early access game. The game is not completely out yet, and mods have not yet arrived for inZOI either. And those two things are probably contributing to the decline in inZOI's popularity, but I feel like there's more to it than that. That can't be the entire reason why inZOI is not as popular as it was when early access first launched. And I know there's a lot of people out there that never liked inZOI and probably never will, but when I say inZOI fell off, those are not the people that I'm talking about, because they were never going to play this game to begin with. But I'm curious, what was it that made people who jumped into this game during the early access launch stop playing it? Was it the game being unfinished? Was it the lack of content? For me, there were a few things. It being an unfinished and incomplete game is part of that. I feel like mods could really fill in the gaps there, but we don't have any mods for inZOI yet, and they just delayed their mod kit by another month. Not to mention the LGBTQ thing, the fact that every single NPC in the game, whether they're pre-made or generated by the game, is hard-coded to be straight. Yeah, you can make an LGBT character, but when you play as them, there's no one in the game for them to date. Krafton, the developer of inZOI, told us this was a bug, but they've released like 3 or 4 bug fix updates since saying that, and they still haven't fixed it. I understand the game is from South Korea and their culture is very different there. Again, this is something that I feel like mods could probably fix for me, since Krafton doesn't seem that interested. But like I said, no mod kit. That's been delayed. Also, as a content creator, like I said, I've seen a huge decline in viewership of inZOI content, which leads me to be less interested in playing it or making content about it. Why am I going to make content that nobody's going to watch? But I want to hear your opinions. Are you still playing inZOI, or did it fall off for you like it did for so many others? Tell me your thoughts. Leave me a comment. Let's talk.